Yo, what up, YouTube? So, yeah, I'm making another video on flow restrictors. You know what I'm saying? This is homemade flow restrictor 2, the peace sign, 2. Anyway, I'm chilling like a villain in my crib, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, what's going on is that, I made a video called homemade flow restrictor, right? And in that video, I had a flow restrictor. I made a flow restrictor with 2 bolts in it. That one had 2 bolts in it with a clamp, right? So what I decided to do is make one with only 1 bolt. You know what I'm saying? So like that, what you call it? I'll go through less hassle when adjusting it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you come to think about it, with 2 bolts, you gotta adjust 2 bolts. You know what I'm saying? But with 1 bolt, all you gotta do is adjust 1 bolt. So it's less hassle. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I did that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, here goes the one that I took out. The one that I made that I took out, which, you know, anybody can make out there, you know what I'm saying? They can, anybody can make a flow restrictor. A flow restrictor, you can make a flow restrictor basically out of anything. You know what I'm saying? You see the 1/4" tube going through there, and then when I want to restrict the flow, I just tighten these 2 bolts, and it clamps down, and therefore restricting the flow and getting the flow, the correct flow per membrane that I have. You know what I'm saying? So that's how this works. You know what I'm saying? And that's how basically flow restrictors work. All it does is slow down the flow coming through the system, going out through the wastewater. That's what it does. It slows down the water. It slows down the flow. That's why they call it flow restrictor. You know what I'm saying? So then I got the idea, you know what I'm saying? I was like, wait a minute, I can do that myself. I don't need no damn flow restrictor. I can do that myself. You know what I'm saying? And I can make an adjustable one. So like that, if I buy another, let's say one day I buy another membrane with a different GPD, all I have to do is adjust the flow restrictor according to the GPD on that membrane, the GPD rating on that membrane. You know what I'm saying? Because right now the GPD rating on this membrane that I have now is 11 GPD. Yeah, it's kind of small, but what's going on is that see, I don't use that much water. I'm the only one using the system. You see, I'm the only one using it. And I only use maybe like a day. I probably use maybe like, I don't use 11 gallons a day. I don't. I use way less than that. You know what I'm saying? So that 11 gallons a day, that's more than enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Because the GPD rating, all that is the speed that the system is producing water. How fast the speed produces water. That's all that is. You know, like when I first heard about that, I was thinking, oh, if it goes over 11 gallons, that means that it will stop working. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta chill for a little while and not use it until, you know what I'm saying? Like that. That's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like if it goes over 11 gallons, it's not gonna filter the water right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. But that's not what's going on. The GPD is the amount that it makes in a day. You know what I'm saying? The speed of it, the speed that you know that it makes. So sometimes people use the what's we call it, they use reverse osmosis for aquariums. You know what I'm saying? Now you know where, like, if you have a big tank, you're gonna need a membrane, at least maybe like. For a tank, you're gonna need a membrane rated maybe like 200 or 400 GPD. You know what I'm saying? For a tank, especially for a big tank. You know what I'm saying? For a small tank, you probably need maybe like 150 GPD, maybe 200 GPD. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So that's what's going on now. If you come to think about it, this is the same concept that they use in hospitals. Yeah, it's the same concept that they use in hospitals. I'm gonna explain to you right now. I know you're like, what do you mean? I'm gonna explain to you right now. You know the IVs? Yeah. They have a flow restrictor. And they have an adjustable flow restrictor. You know what I'm saying? So like that, they can adjust the flow of the IV and the medicine going in you when it's injected in you. They can adjust the flow of it. So this is like the same concept. You know what I'm saying? The tube is going through there, and if I want to slow the flow down, I just tighten these two bolts, and it clamps it down, and therefore slowing down the flow. You know what I'm saying? Or if I need more flow, I loosen them up, and therefore letting more water out. You know what I'm saying? The flow will come out faster. And shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with that, you know what I'm saying? And because I hate ordering stuff through the mail. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? It's a pain in the ass. Like I be having some bad luck, man. Like 9 times out of 10, when I need something from the store, you know what I'm saying? They don't have it in the store. I mean, I be asking myself, these fucking stores, they're like a million acres, and they don't have what I want. You know what I'm saying? Home Depot, Lowe's, you know what I'm saying? Those stores is like a million acres. They big stores. How come they don't got what I want? I'm not understanding this, you know? They got everything in there except for what I want, for what I need. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck, you know? Anyway, I don't have the patience for ordering stuff through the mail. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the patience for that. I'll do it if I don't have no choice. You know, I'll do it, you know what I'm saying? I'll do it if I don't have no choice. But if I could get it through the store, guess what? I'm gonna go to the store and pick it up right then. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with that, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10 when I need something, and a lot of this stuff for like the parts for the reverse osmosis, they don't sell that in the stores, in the hardware stores like Home Depot. They don't sell that there. You know what I'm saying? They sell all the stuff that they got in there is very limited. Like they have, Home Depot has a few quick connectors, you know what I'm saying? But the rest of the stuff, like if you want to get a housing or a filter, you know what I'm saying? Or what else? Like all the like 99% of the parts of the RO system, if you know, you can't buy it in the store. You gotta order it. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to get a little quick connector here and there, a little ball valve, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, small stuff. But like the majority of the stuff, you gotta order it, and I don't have the patience for that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I decided to make a flow restrictor, an adjustable flow restrictor. You see, because they have adjustable flow restrictors. They sell them. You know what I'm saying? You can make a flow restrictor out of anything. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I could take the saddle valve that I took out of the old reverse osmosis system that I used to have and use that as a flow restrictor. You know what I'm saying? All I have to do is buy the quick connectors for it, and you know, connect it, and then you know you could adjust it with the shut off valve. Tighten it a little and measure the flow and like that. You can make a flow restrictor off a shut off valve, off a regular shut off valve. You know what I'm saying? If you can somehow hook up quick connectors on it, you know what I'm saying? You can make a flow restrictor out of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but the best thing about it is that it's adjustable. It's adjustable. Because, let's say if you gotta buy another membrane, right? Because right now, like, I always buy crystal pure filters. Those are the best filters, the crystal pure filters. You know what I'm saying? Those are the best filters that I like. But they were selling them in Lowe's, right? No, they don't have them in the store. You gotta order them. But that's where you gotta order them. You gotta order them from Lowe's. And Amazon has them too, but they want to charge double for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going for that. So what's going on is that, you know, the filters, I can't find them. Lowe's, you know, when you come to look for them, when you look them up in Lowe's, it says it comes up, but it says it's unavailable. They've been unavailable for like a few months now. You know what I'm saying? And they only cost like $26 plus tax and shipping and handling, right? for the sediment filter and the pre-carbon filters. It brings 3 filters, 1 sediment and 2 pre-carbon filters. You know what I'm saying? It only costs $26. You know what I'm saying? And Amazon wants to charge $54 for them shits. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go another route. I had to buy filters from another company. Anyway, the same thing can happen with the membrane. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you get another membrane, you know what I'm saying, with a different GPD, because not all membranes have the same GPD. And I look in the internet, and they have like a million types. They have 100 GPDs, 25 GPDs, 50 GPDs. You know what I'm saying? So, if let's say if I get a membrane that's maybe like 25 GPDs, because that's the least that I see them out there, 25 GPDs. I don't need more than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that much. I'm the only one using the system. So, if I get that, I'm gonna need to adjust the flow restrictor to 200 milliliters per minute. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's at 150 milliliters per minute. I measured it, you know, so I know exactly how much it is. But if I get a 25 GPD, I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, adjust it to 200 milliliters per minute. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with that. So let me show you guys what I did with the whatchamacallit, the other flow restrictor that I made. Okay, so here we go. See, here goes the flow restrictor. You see it right there? See, it's going through here. It's clamped down. See, and it's coming out and it's going into the waistline. You see, it's coming in through here, coming out through here and into the waistline. I have a flush valve too, but that's a whole nother video. But anyway, what I did, I took a bolt, right, and then I took I don't know what they call this right here and this, you know what I'm saying, but that's what I took that's what I used to clamp it down. See, I put this here and this one here, and then I put the tube in between. You see what I'm saying? And then I used that to clamp it down. And then what I did, right, I took the waistline out and let the water come out through here and measured it in a cup for a minute until I got the right flow rate. And I adjusted it with this bolt right here. See, if I have to adjust it, I just take a screwdriver and adjust it here, and I will have to hold it with a wrench down here, because it has a nut down here. So I will have to hold the nut with a wrench and adjust it accordingly. You see what I'm saying? But it's less trouble because it only has one bolt. You see what I'm saying? Now it's working perfect. The flow is at 150 milliliters and per minute, and it's working perfect. I got it working perfect now. Yeah, so that's what I did, you know what I'm saying? Just sharing my knowledge, you know, for people, to help out people, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Peace.